Okay, I'm out here with the XK Edge A430 stunt plane. Just doing some leisure flying after I got a new motor and prop combination on this plane. Just want to get in some more line of sight practice on takeoffs and landings. And this is going to be the last flight of the day. I'm trying to beat the rain. So here we go. Took off nicely. Pretty fast, and I'm only about 60% throttle. Pretty neat little plane when you get all the bugs worked out of it. But if you ever need a replacement motor for this plane, what I have in here is the RacerStar 1306 3100 kV motor that's rated for a 1 to 2 cell, and I have a Gemfan 4045 prop on it, so it's only pulling about 3 amps. It's giving me 142 grams of thrust at full throttle. So it's a pretty good combination, and I really like that motor. It's a fairly inexpensive motor, and it seemed to be very well made. It's well balanced. It's the bell housing is very tight on the motor. There's no radial or axial play on it, and this plane really seems to like it. And I was also able to get the CG on it working, even though I had to move the motor forward 8 millimeters from where the original motor was, because the original motor had that very long plastic prop hub on it. So in order to get the prop to clear the front of the plane, I had to move the motor out 8 millimeters, and was still able to get the CG just right on it. So that worked out well. And when we get back, I won't do a tutorial, but I will do a tip and show you exactly how I made the motor mount for this 1306 motor that I put in here. It's pretty straightforward, and it was a very simple process. I was going to do it a different way to begin with. Didn't quite work out, so usually the most simple solutions are usually the best ones, and this was certainly a simple solution that I used to mount this motor in here. So we'll go over that process. So if you ever need to put a replacement motor in it, I would highly recommend this motor rather than buying another one of the stock motors, especially since this one is probably a third the cost of that motor. And even though the stock motor is a 1406 and this is only a 1306, this motor seems to have a lot more torque than the 1406 that came with it. So, and you don't have to worry about a plastic prop hub like they put on the original stock motor. So yeah, this has worked out great. And it's no wonder I've had 2 crashes with this plane with that stock motor, and unless you're flying, when you're on the ground, you can't tell when you're flying line of sight that you've got all that kind of vibration coming out of that motor. You really have to put a camera on board. So the first time that I tried to go up and fly FPV was with this plane. That's when I saw all the vibration that was in that airframe coming from that motor, and that's when I decided to replace that motor that came stock in it. Pretty nice flying little plane, though, I have to say. For the money, it's a pretty fun little plane once you get the bugs worked out of it. Let's do a speed run. Pretty fast, huh? That was full throttle going downwind. And let's do a full throttle going upwind. Not bad. Cuts through the wind pretty good for a little 100-gram airplane. I think it's about 90 grams without the FPV system on it, and I don't have the FPV system mounted on it right now. Since I was just going to be flying line of sight, I removed it. But yeah, this thing is cool. Alright, so I think we'll come at the end of this circuit and bring it back in. This is the first day I've been able to go flying in about 3.5 weeks, so I'm a little rusty on landings. Yep, definitely rusty. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe.